Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to another exciting night of racing here for the West Coast Sim Racing League MultiClass Series. We're live from the virtual VIR here tonight for race 10 out of 13 of the season. You blink and you have, and you're definitely going to miss a couple of these battles throughout the season as this championship picture really starts to take shape. Every single point here from out is going to matter. Welcome in here, Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam. We already got the old live YouTube chat popping off, and if you're joining us in the vertical broadcast, make sure you mosey your way on over to horizontal land, as trust me, I don't bite, I might tickle. It's a 40-minute race here tonight for this GT3 and GT4 minute showdown, as well as that competition caution at minute 15 into the race. Before we get started, let's take a look at our track info here tonight. It is one of the tough, treacherous tracks here from the iRacing universe. It's a free one as well, so if you just grab yourself a subscription here to iRacing Motorsport Simulation, grab yourself a GT3 or a GT4 car, could have been out here on the track with us. This is a 68 Fahrenheit degree day here for us here. It's going to be a real great day for racing, as we'll take a look at the track temps in a few moments time. Cloudy conditions, 2-mile-per-hour winds to our back. It's going to be a really packed grid here tonight. Daniel Higgins going to slap it out there on the pole for GT3. Stone Colby in a Ford Mustang. That is a sight that's going to be seen. He'll slap it out there on pole for the second row. Ali Ixay, Nico Colby, Jake Steckler, Adrian Gutierrez, and Brandon Birch. Looks like Darren Colby rounding out 1 through 8 in the GT3 class. Then you start to look at GT4. Josh Hunter, once again, he's going to round out the pole for GT4. It looks like Andrew Bound's going to be not far behind him. Joe Rainey, Amethyst Reese, Warren Johnson, Andres Perfana, Lewis Holloway, Stephen Shakespeare, and I am now showing Stone Colby is now going to be starting this race from the pits. We'll have to follow this story up in just a few moments' time as we are getting ready about 2 turns before some green flag racing. All right, if you're an avid fan here on Stam Studio Network, well, I appreciate you joining in. Or if you were a newer one, well, then that means you're probably about waited here. Probably about a good week 4 here. Another GT3 versus GT4 action here for the West Coast Sim Racing MultiClass League. This time, it's going to be the GT3s up here in the front of the field that take the green flag up here at VIR. Don't count out that GT4 class, not on Ketchnung, but it's going to be a good, fun battle here into turn 1. Side by side between Daniel Higgins. Looks like Nico Colby's going to dive it down there. Ooh, he's going to be clear as Daniel Higgins for the race lead. Nico Colby running that Porsche GT3 911 there. Let's check on the start for GT4 class. Amethyst Reese, nice restarts here. Lewis Holloway, start. Andreas Perfana, Stephen Shakespeare, as well as Warren Johnson continuing to run 9th through 14th overall. So far, nice, clean, calm, and cordial start through the field. Making our way up and through the S's here. Really tough technical portion more of the track we're about to make our way up, as well as you can make the slipstream and draft, make a sort of excuse me, you can make the leader here possibly slip if you get a little bit close with your slipstream on their rear bumper. That's Nico Colby continuing to draw a bead on the race lead. Oh, don't look now, but Andrew Bound unfortunately had an incident earlier on in this race. I know he said the start was clean, calm, and cordial. It was, I do believe, except here for Dr. Andrew Bound as well as the league owner, Warren Johnson. Oh, they're both involved there. Just not quite clear. There you see Warren hard on the brakes, slams on him, tries to get Andrew straightened back out. We'll take one more look at this one. And we're going to watch it all slow-mo, see how things transpire. Andrew, he tries to get a run here on the drop of the green flag. Warren just tries to come down the inside a little bit. There's contact between the 24 and the 651. Unfortunately, Andrew gets the worst of it. All right, back up to the race lead. It's looking a little bit further than 6 point. Oh, my goodness. Nico Colby's going to drop probably about 0.2 of a second there. What was 0.6 going to drop it back to 8. Daniel Liggins, really good fast driver here, and not only GT3, not only the Mazda MX-5, not only GR86. Whatever you put Daniel in, especially stock cars, he's going to be quick. Daniel, he's also he's not only just a sim racing driver, he's not only a driver, he also produces some music. You guys hit up the old, I believe it's D. Higgins Music or something like that there on the old Instagrams there. Make sure you check him out. That is some real good, some real good music that I tend to sort of like there. Ali Xay continues to run third. Jake Steckler, Josh Hunter, Brandon Burks run fourth, fifth, and sixth. Oh boy, that scared me as Ali Xay is going to go for a spin hard into the inside wall. Oh, looks like he's going to end up towing that one down into the pits. What just happened for the 19 machine? You saw Ali Xay went in Mach 2 there, down and across the cameraman here. I think it got loose here up and through the S's section. Oh, it did. Then, oh no. Oh no. Ali Xay tried to overcorrect it there. I believe that is what happened, and then just ended up going really off and across the racetrack. Here's a better look at it. Man, he's going to mow the grass there for groundskeeper Willie, and then boom, there's the hard, heavy contact, and that's on the back straightaway there, so good thing that Ali Xay did end up taking the tow. It's unfortunate that he'll have to end up waiting until about that competition caution. So Daniel Liggins, the old music producer, continuing to lead the race. Nico Colby, surfer in action there, running P2. How about Jake Steckler, the only vehiclebuyers.com machine we do see on the side. Tonight he's running the Chevrolet Corvette GT3. Driver number 42 continued to gain spots from where he started. He started back there in 5th, running 3rd. Josh Hunter, excuse me, I called Josh Hunter a GT4 earlier on in the race. And to correct that one here is Josh Hunter. He continues to be our biggest mover early on. His Impulse Effect has now had an incident as well. That meant to be driven Porsche 911 looks to live and fight another day here out at VR, but I'm showing an incident here for the number 9. Oh, just the rear end's going to come out there around. Thankfully, he keeps it out of the tire barriers there, but no harm, no foul. Check in on the old GT4 class. Joe Rainey, this Rainey Homes Racing McLaren GT4. He's going to continue to lead every lap out here. Ooh, as we have some smoke billowing up here. Is that Jake Steckler around? Oh, Chevrolet come on now. Chevrolet Corvette GT3 number 42. Driver we were just talking about here. Looks like Steven Shakespeare is going to run wide in his GT4 AMG. Here we go, back up to Joe Rainey, who continues to lead the GT4 class. Amethyst Reese. Both these drivers running 3 spots gained since the drop of the green. Lewis Holloway gains 5 spots as he is our biggest mover within the GT4 class. Oh, look out! I warned him. Look out! Oh my God! All right, well, cameraman's definitely got a haircut at this time in the race. Andreas Profana at Dynaco Stam Studio Network number 95. BMW GT4, the old big sniffer up there on the front nose of it. He continues to have a real nice run here tonight. He's gained 3 spots from where he started. Andrew Bound, unfortunately, after a little bit of contact with the 24 on lap 1 of the race. He's going to drop back here to P5 overall, but don't count him out here of possibly even. Oh, the Sean Tater curse is going to strike here for Andrew. He's going to send it deep there into turn 1. That's easy to do because you try, excuse me, that's turn 2. Yeah, turn 2. That's easy to do because you try to gain every sort of tenth, every sort of inch on the track here that you can, as well as that's a little bit of front right damage on that nose as well, I do believe. So a little bit of front aerodynamic downforce loss there for the P5 runner in GT4. We see you popping off down there in YouTube land. 13 viewers live right now on Stam Studio Network. I appreciate each and every single one of you. We continue to crest our way closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. Merch giveaway when we get there. Be sure you tell your neighbor, tell your grandma, tell your kitty down there. And even if you have to make them a YouTube account, that is A-okay as well. Real quick, I was wanting to take a look at the, oh man, okay. We'll have to wait for it here. Take a look at this battle for the race lead that continues to heat up here between Daniel Higgins and Nico Colby. Right now it's only 0.5 of a second. That's Josh Hunter continues to work his way through the field. The only Audi in the field here tonight. That 062. How about Josh Hunter up to P3? Final driver interview spot in GT3 class. Another real nice battle here. We're going to check back up on it. Lewis Holloway, Andreas Profana. We were just looking at it there a couple turns ago. This is a McLaren versus BMW. iRacing tries to keep these machines just as close and tight as they can as far as BOPs and pace is concerned here, but I don't know. It looks like these McLarens continue to have a bit more pace, especially as Joe Rainey. That's not saying anything about it. I mean, come on now. Joe Rainey continues to show the pace week in and week out, excuse me. But it's just like this newer GT3 after the tire model that have been released within this newer season of iRacing. It's almost like, well, the Ford Mustang as well as the Mercedes AMG GT3 machines just tend to. It might be track type, or it might just be how that they tend to, you know, compare them and contrast themselves to the tire model. Warren Johnson, that big old big old front end on the Mercedes AMG. This is possibly going to be the paint scheme of the race here tonight. I know we've seen it time and time again. For the league owner, that's going to be a hard one to beat here, because it's Sprite bubbling here for the number 24. We have about 7 minutes to go till the competition caution. Really, battles are starting to calm down up here through the pack, except for second and third for GT3. That's overall between Nico Colby and Josh Hunter. Nico Colby is right now to sacrifice, really starting to battle for the race lead and really start to go into the defense mode here over Josh Hunter. Josh is one of those drivers that we really tend to see him run quite a few times within Ford Mustang. Remember, just a week ago, it was actually Daniel Higgins who came away with the race win in GT3 there at the Hockenheim ring. For GT4 class, Andrew Bound came away with that race win. Joe Rainey, but will we possibly see Andrew Bound continue to work his way up through the field here after once again going around on lap 0.5 of the race? Moonlight Dancer saying, who is your pick to win here? I was asking all the time. That was a great question there. We also got him rooting on Darren and Nico. That was Terry also asking as well. Appreciate every single one of you joining in here tonight on Stam Studio Network. This battle for the race lead continues to intensify, continues to heat up here. Let us know who your pick is to win it all. It's just about 5 minutes to go to the competition yellow. Nico Colby continues to be the meat and the sandwich. Josh Hunter continues to battle up here. He's worked his way. Once again, this is now 6 spots gained. Here comes Brandon Birch. Darren Colby, he's starting to work his way up through the field as well. That number 47 Porsche number 911 to Apex Motor Club, real life as well as sim life drivers going at it here tonight. It's going to be a good shots here, hopping on board with the Darren Colby machine. Oh, no driver cam? Boom, boom. All right. Well, we're still going to hop on board with him, and this is going into turn number 1, I do believe here. Just got a little curve on the straightaway, then it's going to be a hard braking zone, but it's tough because you have to try and carry your speed, carry this momentum up here. Sharp turn. You got to get on the gas here, try and work your way up through the gears. There you see it. Darren, he struggles to get the throttle down. He has to get back, turn the steering wheel a bit more to the right, try and fight for some more grip as he continues to try and reel in Brandon Birch now. The old music producer Daniel Higgins, he's continuing to lead it up here up front tonight, but now that Nico Colby doesn't have Josh Hunter breathing down his neck, oh, is it just the Sean and Tater curse? Apex Motor Club driver has gone around. No, Darren, no. Colby Car Company, Cole Car Company. I saw the Richard Milley sticker on there as well. I was catching the old eyeballs. Got the Oakley on it. Unfortunately for the old Darren Colby, he's going to fall victim of the Sean and Tater curse here tonight. Let's hop on board with him and see what happens. He's trying to reel in Brandon Birch. Once he, tried to get to the throttle a bit too soon. It's just, hold the brake. Oh. Nope, he's not going to hold the brake because he's going to let that Chevrolet there by of, I believe that was Jake Steckler, the 42. Okay, so we continue to see how snippy and snappy these GT3 machines are, especially even with tires that are up to where they should be. Daniel Higgins, our race leader, is going to bring it down into the pits about 2.5 to 3 minutes before our competition caution. With these drivers, it looks like, okay, Daniel Higgins, he's going to keep it off of the invisible air jack, so he's just going to get enough fuel to make his way down and through the checkered flag here tonight. This is going to present Nico Colby out to the race lead, Josh Hunter, Brandon Birch, Jake Steckler. Here comes Daniel Higgins out of the pits now. He's going to be able to, obviously retain his spot on the lead lap, so he'll be able to cycle back out, down, and around. Checking up here on GT4, it continues to heat up between none other than, look at who is starting to knock on that rear bumper of Joe Rainey. It's Miss Amethyst Reese. I believe every single race here this season for MultiClass that Amethyst has been in the GT4 car out of the Crystal Gems. It's been in this very vibrant number 37 as that the Sippy machine on it there. I believe I'm saying that one right. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, okay. You got the old the teal, you go transition into pink, and then the old mint and green on the rear bumper. Joe Rainey, that's a very vibrant paint scheme. You can also, that's very vibrant paint schemes. They will definitely start to wear your rear camera or your rear view mirror out here. As it's Amethyst Reach, there you see it continues to grow ever slightly bigger in that rear view mirror of Joe Rainey and the GT4 race lead. Now that there's 1 more minute till the competition caution, we haven't seen any GT4 class runners pit, but here come what were the race leaders. They'll cycle back and down around to second and third, depending on these pit stops here. Nico Colby, Josh Hunter, and Brandon Birch are all into the pits. Here comes Jake Steckler. So now that this has been 30 well, it would have been 30 seconds till the competition caution. We're gonna wait 1 more lap here and just until, half of 1 more lap until Jake Steckler works his way. That's just, it keeps things flowing here on race control. That way nobody is able to really miss the pace car coming out. So the competition caution will be thrown here in just about 1 minute's time. Anybody that still is going to make their way down into the pit lane, they still have an opportunity to do so if they so how choose. Driver for Adrian Gutierrez, make sure you check his socials out. Once again, that is Impulse Effect. They're on not only Twitch, not only YouTube, but Instagram as well. Adrian Gutierrez opts for the invisible air jack tonight. He's going to have some newer racing rubber on that Porsche 911. Jake Steckler has this long back straightaway to go until this competition caution is thrown. Going to go up through the old roller coaster section of it here. This is, again, it doesn't really look like it on the track map coming up into the last few turns here, but it is tough. It is treacherous, and you'll see right here as we're on board with Jake Steckler why they call it the roller coaster section. You're going to go up, you're going to go back down, you're going to go up, you're going to go right, you're going to go left, smack them with the perch, Jake. You're going to come around and take the yellow flag here. Big right there for, I believe, who's that? Well, that's going to be big because we still have all of these drivers at least shown right now within live timing and scorings shown at least, well, yeah, everybody's still on the lead lap. So we're not going to get any wave rounds. This should be just a quickie yellow here tonight. Stick with us on Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam. I appreciate each and every single one of you joining in here tonight as we continue to crest our way to 1,000 subscribers. If you're joining in live on the virtual broadcast, make sure you mosey your way on over to the horizontal. Trust me, I don't bite. I'll be right back with you up here in the booth. Welcome back here, Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam. We're about to chat with the old league owner here tonight. First, we're going to talk about something pretty important here. With only 3 races to go within this multi-class series within this league, Josh Hunter, he continues to lead up here in the points. Daniel Higgins, Andrew Bound here, but only 4 points behind Andrew Bound is Amethyst Reese. Amethyst, she continues to run second place here tonight. Right now, this is going to be pretty interesting on this race restart to see if Amethyst Reese has what it takes to possibly even steal one away here tonight. Remember, Andrew Bound, he was involved lap 1 incident. We'll have to see if Andrew has what it takes in his fuel tank on this race restart as well. Hey, Warren Johnson, this Sean Stam up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, I got a copy, man. It's for real this time.
Yeah, I know it's becoming a little inside joke that we got going on now. But, man, first of all, how is your week going so far, as well as how's your race?
Totally ruined. Well, it didn't ruin the race, but totally messed up Andrew's start. I spun him out. That's how he got spun at the start finish line. Basically, I was trying to cover off a McLaren that was coming up on me, and then he was already to my left. I just totally blew it and took him out. So, but it's no big deal. He's gonna get up there with this restart. It's gonna be easy money for him. So, but apologies to Andrew for sure for that one. But no harm, no foul. He's got it.
Man, no worries, Warren. Things happen quick, especially that was some 2 and 3 wide that started to ensue pretty quick. So it's a little bit racing incident here, and that's why we do have the competition caution, right? I mean, you get involved earlier on, you're not completely out of it.
Yeah, we're doing good here. So this is no big deal. No sweat. I'm good. We got the restart, and it's better that those things happen on the start. So I'm not worried about it at all. Neither is Andrew.
Well, Warren, I know the whole GT4 class opted to wait until the competition caution to pit here. Do you or any of these drivers opt to possibly taking a new tire set where you got to warm them and scrunch them and screw them all right back up, or you keep it on the same set?
Looks like there was a couple people that took tires.
Rainey, our race leader for GT4, took tires.
Looks like he did, yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Well, Warren, I appreciate you taking your time. I know we don't have any wave rounds, so it looks like I'll get things back to racing, get one to go this lap.
There was none. I thought there was one. Was it Alexei, or is he on? Looks like he's good. Oh, yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay. Awesome. Well, that makes it easy for you.
Well, appreciate you and all your hard work, Warren, not only for the league, but as well as real life. I know it's been some long, hard days for you here recently, so keep up your work, man. I really appreciate it, and have a great rest of your race.
Thanks, Sean. See you at the end of the race.
See you, man. All righty, Warren Johnson. Once again, appreciate all the hard work that the man, the myth, the legend does for us here at West Coast Sim Racing League. Real quick, let me make sure we're getting this all correct here. Should see the lights go out. All right, there we go. Doing something right here tonight. Let's check on the old live YouTube chat. 14 live viewers. Moonlight Dancer Terry is still hanging out with us, and so is Logan Stanley. Logan, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you are doing well this evening. Yeah, this is just gonna scrunch and bunch them all of these drivers right back up with one another. We got some Nico Colby fans, we got some Amethyst Reese fans here tonight. So far it is a three-way tie for the YouTube chat. Lead race win there in YouTube chat. Logan Stanley, Terry, as well as Moonlight Dancer coming in at tied 75 XP, all each and with one another. All right, so after things are going to cycle out here down and around through the GT3 class, after we had some pit stops start to ensue during green flag running there before the competition caution coming out, Josh Hunter is actually going to come down and retain and take away the race lead. He's going to gain 8 spots since the drop of the green flag of the race. Nico Colby, he's going to work up to P2. Daniel Higgins, Brandon Birch, he's going to be up in 4th. Adrian Gutierrez, Jake Steckler running at our top 7. Andrew Bound, Amethyst Reese, Warren Johnson, Joe Rainey. Joe Rainey drops back from the race lead in GT4 to P4 in class. Darren Colby is going to start P12 overall. That's in 5th position of the GT4 class. Not only you better look out cameraman, but better look out Darren Colby on this race restart. These are completely different speeds here between the GT3 and GT4 class, as well as downforce levels. It's going to be fun to watch. Jake Steckler is also going to be a really fun driver to watch on this race restart. He'll be starting in P7 for the GT3 class. Here we go, the iRacing safety car, is going to dive into the safety of pit lane. Josh Hunter, Nico Colby, Daniel Higgins are going to lead us into turn 1. We got the flashy flashies. Oh, who's going to have the dashies here? Nico Colby he's not only trying to distract our race leader, Josh Hunter, he's distracting me up here in the booth as well. Here we go, single filing out here into turn number 1. So far, clean, calm, cool, and collected in the GT3 class. Now we're going to look at the GT4. Remember, their start last time, it wasn't all that clean, cool, calm, and collected. Andrew Bound out to the race lead. This is not only big here for tonight, but it also is big because, well, in the battle for the points, Amethyst Reese, she's going to drop and continue to run P2, but right now this is where the points battle is for these drivers right now in the GT4 class of Andrew Bound as well as Amethyst Reese. Joe Rainey, we're going to have to see if tires mean anything here tonight from VAR. About 16, 17 minutes left to go in the race. Look at the gravel. Oh, man, somebody went for a shortcut there off of the racetrack. That's going to be a slowdown and a half. I believe that was either for Ali Iksay or Jake Steckler up here in the GT3 class. Speaking of GT3 class, what is Nico doing? I think his thumb has got to be broken at this point. Nico Colby, what is he doing? We'll hop on board from here. Oh boy, Nico, you better run. You better try and get every little bit of pace that you can here earlier on, because we've seen the short run pace within that Audi GT3 of Josh Hunter. With all due respect, it really hadn't had the long run pace here tonight. You know who's had the long run? It's been Nico Colby. It's been yin and yang between these drivers. Josh, he will have, excuse me, I think I got that back. Josh had the longer run while Nico Colby had the shorter run. So right now, these sort of front and rear bumpers could be meeting here earlier on than we do think. Nico, I'm about to reach in here through this screen and break off that button because Is that even legal here in the old iRacing sportsmanship code? Battle for the lead continues to broil between these front two runners. Here comes Nico Colby continuing to draw a bead. I think his front his front headlights are finally starting to break off there. Daniel Higgins, he works his way up to P3. Brandon Birch, ApexMotorClubVehicleBuyers.com, Midnight Black. Porsche, number 36, he continues to run and try and fight for that final driver interview spot. Jake Steckler, he makes his way up and around these drivers for P5. Ali Xay is going to have their rear view camera full of hard-charging impulse effects. That meant to be driven Porsche 911. It's looking like it's meant to be driven here tonight out of Adrian Gutierrez. You better run, you better hide, Ali Xay. This battle for the GT4 leads start to heat up as well. Joe Rainey, remember I asked, do tires actually matter here with only 16, 17 minutes left to go? That Stam Studio Network affiliated Rainey Homes Racing Machine. Joe Rainey, he works his way past two different drivers up to P2 here in class. This is why I love not only the track combo, the car and track combo, excuse me, but as well as our schedules here. We continue to choose. Well, I say we. It's really, quite frankly, the drivers as well as the league owners that continue to choose at the start of the season just car and track combos that cannot be beat, as well as you have these very long front and back straightaways, especially here at VAR. If you're newer or just now joining us, look, you have this long front straightaway, the very left-hand side of the track map. You have the long up there and through the S's. There's a little bit of lift and a little bit of braking up there, but then look at the back straightaway as well. You have that slipstream. You have that draft to work with. Oh no, Brandon Birch, just talking about him here. Possibly Sean and Tater curse happening here tonight for driver 36. Tries to get it looped and looped around, but unfortunately, he's going to lose quite a bit of pace, but fortunately for him, doesn't. I'm not seeing too much damage, or really any damage at all for the 36. We'll have to see what happens, not only to Brandon Birch, but as well as Steven Shakespeare. Steven had an incident as well. Holy cat-like reflexes for impulse effect. All right, I hate to bring up the old forklift, but sometimes it's just easier. Here we go. There you see, that car's already loose. Look at the suspension going to work on the right side. Left side tires are almost up and off the racetrack here as Brandon just tries to reel in. Jake Steckler gets... Is this the same corner that Darren Colby possibly went off in earlier? I think it is. The next round, he's going to go. Look at Adrian Gutierrez here. Woo-hoo! Cat-like reflexes for Adrian. We're going to hop on board with him, and then real quick, we're going to see what happens to Steven Shakespeare. Oh, okay. One more time. Apologies here. There we go. Ooh, where do I go? Where do I go? I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm alive indeed. All right, Adrian Gutierrez up to P6 where he started. And real quick, here's a replay at Steven Shakespeare's incident as well. Ooh, out of turn number 20. Oh my God! All right, Steven, you can definitely got your pilot's license here tonight. I will let the FAA know ASAP. There, I think you're clear for takeoff in that number 72. Well, it used to be a 72. I don't know if it even still is. Got the car number on it there. That was a huge hit. Moment of silence for the Steven Shakespeare machine. This time we're going to hop on board with him. Safety team down there, ASAP. All right, about 10 minutes left to go in the race. I think about time I treat you all to the old crank it up. Enjoy the sights and sounds from GT3 and GT4 racing here tonight. As I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you've joined in on the vertical broadcast, make sure you mosey your way on over to the horizontal and make sure you get your chat read there. I'll be right back with you here on Stam Studio Network. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Going slowly. You can go and crank this puppy back down because, oh, Joe Rainey, he's going to run wide there. Here comes Amethyst Reese down the inside. Amethyst Reese up to P2. This is big because look at right on the bottom of your screen. Josh Hunter, Daniel Higgins, Andrew Bound. Those are our front three runners in the points. Just 2 points behind Andrew Bound is Amethyst Reese. And although Andrew continued to lead the race here tonight, well, that is just ever so closer that Amethyst Reese is possibly from not only stealing a race here, not only tonight, but as well as even a spot there in the points battle for this multi-class racing series for West Coast Sim Racing League. I appreciate those sponsors there up in the top right of the screen that continue to bring us live coverage here for you for the West Coast Sim Racing League. Con Coaching, if you're ever looking to get faster here out within the sim racing world, make sure you hit up Zane. A very, very fast road course racer. I believe he's got more than 7,000 road course I rating, I do believe, at this point. It's Cotton Bowl Speedway right out there outside of Austin, Texas, looking for the best dirt track racing. Be sure you hit him up there. Mary Ann Nauman and H. Nauman. It's great track prep, great hospitality as well. And you can also check out some of my real-life drone broadcast work there on Race On if you have yourself a subscription for Cotton Bowl Speedway. That's you can catch my real life drone work used on the broadcast there. So it's going to be it's not going to be fun, but it is fun to watch here. Not only is that fun to watch, but as well as these drivers out here on track. Darren Colby continues to work his way up through the fields. He started 8th place. He's running 6th position right now in his number 47 Apex Motor Club Porsche 911. Darren Colby, he had an instant earlier on in the race. Looks like he's able to get everything all fixed up and back to where this 47 should be feeling here. He's got Oakley, he's got Richard Milley, he's got the Colby Car Company on it as well. Big Newtons on the rear bumper. So many little small, what do you call them? Just sponsors there, and it's funny ones that you'd like to shout out. Here we're going to start to see it, though, really the difference in speed between the GT3 and the GT4 car. This is the race leader for GT4. Andrew Bound just gives the, oh, excuse me, that was not Andrew Bound. Okay, was that Lewis Holloway? I think that was Darren Colby who was coming up on there. That just goes to show you the speed differential. Yep, it was Lewis Holloway. There goes the number 93. That's also a very nice paint scheme there, but just nothing you can do here in the multi-class racing for the difference in speed between the two different machines. About 5 minutes left to go in the race. Just like Moonlight Dancer says live in the old YouTube chat, it's still, sure, the gaps are starting to show themselves, but I still think it's pretty much anybody's game here. Josh Hunter, just like we saw, remember Joe Rainey about last lap or two, he ran a little bit wide, and that's all it took for Amethyst Reese to take away P2 in the GT4 class. Josh Hunter to the lead. Nico Colby, I think at this point, I'm just going to keep saying it. Each time it does it, just blink, blink, blink. Okay.
How you doing, Sean? I'm up here with you.
Hey, Warren, how's it going, man?
Not good.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. What happened?
I need to stick to being a league owner and not a driver.
No! go.
Dude, terrible. I'm so mad right now. I don't know what I'm doing out there, dude. But, let's get to this race, man. Yeah, look, I just catch the grass. I just catch the grass and just, no. Bye-bye. Done with that.
Some things happen.
Anyway.
They happen a little too easily here, especially these GT4 cars. That's I don't like to drive the GT4 cars, Warren. I'll be honest with you. They're tough to drive.
Really?
Yeah, man. They take skill. I don't have it.
I love the GT4 car, especially here. But every time I have a track and car combo that I like, as Joe Rainey's looking up the inside, taking a peek. Not gonna get there. Every time I have a good track. Oh, Amethyst runs wide. Joe's gonna take that spot easily. Yep, didn't get the brakes. Every time I have a car and track combo that is like a good one for me, except for Watkins, but I still had that slow down. I should have won that race. It ends up being a bad race. So I mean, I guess Watkins was a bad race too. But anyway, no, it just wasn't there for me tonight. So oh well, we move on. I like being up in the booth with you, so we're having a good old time. Well, we got about 3.5 minutes left in this race. Josh Hunter has a 6-second gap. I mean, he starts last and goes 6 seconds ahead of everybody. This guy is just crazy. Easy win, easy money for Josh Hunter. He's gonna take that win, most likely. Ooh, we got some.
That's 3,800 road course I rating. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
Yeah, I mean, this dude's he's a beast out there. So, you know, this is very respectable racing from him. Got Jake Steckler in the GT3 Corvette. That's a hard car to drive, but he seems to be doing all right with it. Finding himself in P4, only a second back from Daniel Higgins in that P3 spot. He's hunting for a podium in that black and gold Lamborghini. So that looks like the Lamborghini from the Gran Turismo. I think it is, actually.
Yeah, same one.
Yeah, so I saw that exact car at a local racetrack on a track day, Thunderhill East, and I saw that car get totaled at Thunderhill East on its first lap.
Oh
so,
no!
Yeah, coming down the back on the last turn, out lap, he pinned it and put it in the wall in pit lane. So that sucks. But that was a cool car to see until then. But yeah, that was that happened. Cool little fact about me. What do we got here? Who's battling? We got Daniel Higgins and Nico. Ooh, who's that? Daniel and Jake. Oh, they're still. And Daniel, Nico, 26.
Real quick, you gotta feel bad for Daniel because he was leading just about every lap in this race, and it wasn't until the pit stop strategy it really sort of bit him in the rear there, as he just hadn't been able to work his way back and up into the race lead. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, you know, it's tough with Josh out there. I mean, he'll tell you it is extremely hard to beat this dude as we come to the white flag lap at VIR. Yeah, it's extremely hard to win when Josh Hunter is in the race. It just is. Nico Colby there, P2, flashing his lights. That's a nice looking Porsche, honestly. I really like that. I really like that look for him. Down the line, no close battles. But let's also take a look at this. Andrew Bound with an 11, almost 12-second gap on the rest of GT4 field. So I mean, that is just impressive. And this is, look, I spun him on lap 1. Not even at the first turn. It was at the start-finish line. I spun him, and now he has a 12-second gap and counting on the entire GT4 field. Tells you the type of driver he is, Sean.
Yeah, we continue to see it week in and week out for Dr. Andrew Bound, and like you said, things happen so fast there, and even though getting spun there on lap 1 of the race, like you said, Warren, it goes to show you the speed, the racecraft of not only of Andrew Bound, but I think each and every single one of the drivers here for West Coast Sim Racing. You've done such a great job. I mean, putting on these drivers, keeping them out here on track, and we continue to make some real good friendships here outside the track as well. As Josh Hunter, he's going to come up into the roller coaster section for the final time here tonight. Warren, you said it best earlier. How about it? Another driver starting there all the way back, slices and dices his way to the front. He's going to take checkered flag overall and GT3 out at VIR.
Yeah, congrats to Josh Hunter. What an impressive win for him tonight. And that Audi R8. Hey, that's my favorite GT3 car. He makes it run good. And not a lot of people run that car, but as you can see, it is a race-winning car.
Nico Colby's going to come around the line here, make his race unofficially official here for P number 2. He's, if you catch the broadcast race replay here, Warren. Oh, Nico's dead.
He disappeared into the ether.
Yeah.
There goes Daniel. Hey, whoa. My goodness, these guys. They're just, whoa, that car is getting sent. Oh my goodness, look at all these guys.
Have you ever? I have never.
No, I've never. Where's Andrew Bound? Did he cross the line yet? I think he's coming around here.
This is all of the official. Here we go this time, by.
Yep, looks like he. Yeah, this should be a lap for Andrew. Let's look at Joe Rainey and Amethyst Reese. They're a second back, less than a second back. Let's go to that battle. Let's see if there's any drafting there. Joe Rainey, Amethyst Reese. Can Amethyst catch enough draft? I don't think so. It's just too much. Joe Rainey, P2. Get your ass up in the booth, Joe, as I like to see it. That's right, baby. Come on. We want him in the booth. You just got to keep it clean through this downhill section. It's very easy to mess up this turn. Don't hit the brakes enough. You're going off. Oh my goodness. Whoa, Amethyst with the dive bomb. It didn't work yet again. So, but you got to make something happen there. And hopefully, is Andre's enough? Nah, she's going to take P3. That was a crazy move. P2 goes to Joe Rainey. Get your ass in that booth, you old man. We want you up here for that interview. Congrats to Joe Rainey on P2. What an impressive drive from him. An impressive drive from Amethyst Reese, taking home P3 for the GT4 class tonight at VIR.
Andreas Profana going to take away and solidify P4 in the GT4 class. Don't do it, don't do it. Oh, that was close. That was nice right there. A little congratulatory. Look at that, man. Oh, that was cool. Andreas Profana, P4. Lewis Holloway will take P5 in GT4. Warren Johnson, very special man here at the old West Coast WCSR. Warren, appreciate everything you do, as well as, man, you got something special for us planned tomorrow. Real quick, before we get to live driver interviews, you want to chat about that real quick?
Yeah, we do have something special tomorrow. We got a couple of races, a double header race, in fact, with the University of Texas Longhorns sim racing team. They're getting started up there down in Texas, in Austin, Texas, I believe. For those Longhorns, they're trying to start that sim league, trying to do some collegiate racing within iRacing, and of course we want to help our friends out there. We got a couple of their guys in our league, and we are more than happy to help with them. And we really hope that it starts well for them and they get their own. I think they're going for some equipment and stuff from the university. So definitely, hopefully they get that going, and they deserve it. I mean, they're great guys, great racers. So we're gonna see a couple of fun races tomorrow night. We're coming right back here, so don't get on that plane tonight. We're gonna be right back here at VIR with some GR86s, and then we're gonna be going to Florida for some GT4 GR86 action. So get ready for that. It's gonna be a good one. Double header back to back, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think that's what it's called for the first race. And then right at you, 6:30 for the next race at Daytona, and 8:30 if you're in Texas. So don't miss out on that. And let's get into these interviews. I'm going to drag us over here into the interview room, and we'll get going with those driver interviews, Sean.
Yeah, and I'll meet you over there, Warren. And yeah, that's not only special, but because that's also going to be an in-person broadcast here. I'll be live at that sim racing expo there, or excuse me, sim racing place over there in Austin. So that'll be fun. Warren, I appreciate you setting it up. And as we have caught up here live with Josh Hunter. Josh, it's Sean Stam down here live in Victory Lane. How about it, man? Got yourself a copy?
Hey, man, what's up?
And another win here in the GT3 class. What's going through your mind, and how do you do it week in and week out? I think it's got a little something to do with the old 3,800 road course iRating.
I mean, VIR is just a really good track overall, and I'm glad that the Audi is still pretty competitive on this track. So, just usual, keep it clean, try not to die, or get murdered.
Well, you did just that here tonight. You kept it clean. You did not die, and you did get murdered as well. Kept it alive to take the checkered flag. Josh, who we thinking here tonight? Who makes it all possible for you, not only to race within the multi-class league, but also if you ever have time to race with us every Monday night for the GR86 league as well.
I'd love to, but I'm garbage in those cars. So that's a hard pass. Thank you and Warren for the league and the broadcast, and just everyone else that joins and makes this a good race.
Appreciate you, Josh Hunter. Have a great rest of your night, and congratulations once again on another win here down here in Victory Lane.
Thank you.
Nico Colby. All right, Nico, that's it. I'm breaking the all flashy button. How about it? You got yourself a copy, man.
Yep, got a copy.
All right. I'm going to start calling you Blinky or something. I don't know. I got to come up with a better one than that. But Nico, you'll come up with P2 here tonight. Tried to keep it on Josh Hunter's rear bumper, but just not having the pace in the Porsche 911. What's going through your mind as you came across the start-finish line to take the checkered flag?
Yeah, just Josh was like really fast in that car. And the second half of the race was kind of boring because I was just kind of on my own. Because Josh was just way ahead of us.
Well, Nico, it was a lot of fun to watch here, at least that first half of the race, and you trying to take Josh here for his run for the money. What was also the pit stop strategy here tonight as you guys pit on lap 8? Daniel Higgins pit on lap 7 from the race lead, but he didn't end up making his way across the start-finish line with the win here tonight.
Yeah, I went in a lap after Daniel. I'm not sure if it worked or not, but I guess it did. So. I guess it did, and just got lucky with that, I think.
All right, well, Nico, before we let you get going, who makes it all possible for you, man?
You, of course, for the broadcast. Warren for putting on a good league. Everyone that comes to the races makes it fun. Mom, Dad, and just everyone that watches.
Well, thanks, Nico. That goes a long way here behind the scenes. And have a great rest of your night, and good luck this school year to you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I believe, have we caught up with the old DH himself? Daniel, got yourself a copy?
Yeah.
Daniel, oh man, I'm feeling for you here tonight. What is going through your mind as you once again made that pit stop a lap earlier? Didn't quite cycle back out where I thought it would.
Yeah, I really think I lost that race on pit road, unfortunately. I don't really know what happened. I just came out behind. Maybe had a bad outlap or something, but came out behind Josh and Nico, and I had ahead of steam. I was going for the pass in turn 1, and I guess I just oversent it and just went in the grass. And then I knew I 100% needed to be in first on the restart to even have a chance. And Josh seemed really fast tonight, so he probably would have got me anyway, but I at least could have put up a fight. And Nico was really quick tonight, and so was Steck and AliXA. So congrats to Josh and Nico. 1-2.
Well, man, I know you sound pretty dejected here, but got to be happy with the pace as well as, I mean, you continue to run just 17 points back behind Josh Hunter here for the points lead. That's a really nice run here tonight. Daniel, is there anybody on the top of your mind who you'd like to thank or shout out to you?
Well, yeah, I ran a great, quality lap, and then I think I just burned my tires up the first half, just going too hard. But yeah, thanks to you, of course, Warren, and everyone else who races here.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. Have a great rest of your night, man.
Thanks, you too.
I believe the old Warren Johnson is caught up with Andrew Bound here for the GT4 race win.
Yes, sir. Well, this is kind of awkward.
Excuse me.
Spun him on lap 1 on the
this is special,
line.
Yeah.
Hey, man. What did I tell you? I told
Warren,
you.
I didn't mean this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, this is perfect. I love it. This is good TV right here. So, hey, Andrew, how was your race, buddy? Take us through it. Lap 1.
Had a little bit of a pucker moment. Not even making it to turn 1.
Yeah.
I I mean, obviously, I missed the start, so that didn't. Or not missed the start. I got a terrible start at the beginning. Listening to the voice chat, just not paying attention to just dumb stuff. So everybody gets a jump on me. That definitely didn't help. I think we were like 3 wide, and then I tried to hug the inside, realized Warren's there, then something happened. He clips my inside, and off to the side I go, just sniffing some grass. I had to put my head down, try to make a couple good laps, try to catch up to the pack. Caught up to the pack. Then I think Lewis Holloway took me out in the oak tree, which is rather unfortunate. Speeding up a little bit 2 or 3 laps later, catch up to him again, and I didn't want to battle with him and Andreas, so I decided to do the undercut and pit early. Did not take tires, just took gas. Come out of the pits and catch up to the pace car. Ended up timing it perfectly. I went from last to first with that pit strategy.
That is quite the opposite of what usually happens to you with these pit stops and the safety cars. So I mean, you just had a roller coaster of a race today. Maybe this is how you're supposed to win races. Get taken out at the start-finish line, get taken out again once you catch back up, then pit early. Maybe that's what you got to start doing, man.
Yeah, maybe driving pissed off helps. Helps my mental health.
I imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, but again, hey, sorry about the spin.
Oh, you're good,
but it helped you out, I guess, in the end. And you know,
that's a good race.
Yeah, you know, I think it kept your head kind of clear for the first half of that race, kind of just doing your own thing. I sure hope so, and you know, it kind of sets you up for a good second half, and it did. So,
yep.
Congrats on your P1, man. That's an impressive win too. 13-second win, by the way. That is a huge gap, especially with a fixed class. That's really impressive, man. So congrats on your win tonight, man. You really deserved it.
Thank you.
And before you get going, who would you like to shout out?
Shout out to West Coast Sim Racing Board. You always put on a great group. Thanks for Sean for always hosting a great broadcast. All the guys that come out drive week over week. It's always a great thing.
All right, Andrew. Thank you so much for those kind words. And we hope to see you back here in Victory Lane on Monday night.
Yes, sir. Take care. Have a good night.
You as well. Back to you, Sean.
Oh, you mug. Alrighty, I'm down here with Joe Rainey, P2 in the GT4 class. How about it, Joe Rainey? Rainey-Ohms Racing. Got yourself a copy, man.
Yeah, how are you guys?
Doing great there. That was a really fun last lap to watch here. Not only last lap, but I mean throughout this whole race, there was a lot of back and forth with you here. You'll finish up here P2. What was going through your mind as you saw Amethyst Reese like a rocket down the inside? But it was fun to watch for us at least.
Yeah, no, I figured that that she must have missed her brake zone, but so I tried to stay as far left as I could to stay out of it. But yeah, it worked out fine. Stuff happens. I mean, and I'm like an idiot, ran off an oak tree and had to come back and pass her. And anyway, it was a fun race. She was on on me the whole time. We were basically the same pace, and of course Andrew was in a different zip code than we were. So it was really a race for second anyway. So.
Well, Joe, thank you first of all for taking your time and joining us up here in the interview booth here tonight for the podium finishers for the GT4 class. What is the biggest difference that you can take away from this GT4 car and say, like maybe the Mazda MX-5, a car that you also have some really, really good pace in, especially last night for Apex Motor Club Sim Racing Series?
Oh, geez, those are two different cars.
Completely.
That's as far, in real life, I race both. In GT4 cars as well, I race Audis, and it's just completely different in the way they're driven. These are like point and shoot type cars, and where Mazdas are, more, keep the momentum. So it's just different. You're using, the horsepower is different, of course. So you can, quite frankly, horsepower masks problems, if that makes sense. Like you can have more problems in a higher horsepower car and mask it. But yeah, I mean, just different. Just it's so completely different. It's almost saying, like what's NASCAR like compared to MX-5, right? I mean, it's that different. So. But yeah, no, they're fun. I mean, I really like like I said, I race them in real life. I like GT4 cars. I like Mazdas, all of them. So
Well, Joe, you're
But yeah,
exactly right
it was
there. I
fun.
think you hit the nail on the head with the hammer. I know quite a my buddies there up in Arizona as well. I mean, they don't only just have the old the Honda S2000, they gotta have the Corvette as well because, like you said, it's completely different cars, completely different styles of racing. And like you said, throttle pedal always your best friend. The more horsepower you got. Joe, I appreciate you once again taking your time. And before you get going, I appreciate you also answering some questions here. Who makes it all possible? Who are we shouting out?
Well, first shout out is, of course, to Stam Studios, who does a wonderful job. And of course, Warren, who puts a lot of time and effort in to make this a great series. And after that, I guess my wife for putting up with my sim.
Appreciate those words,
there, Joe. Appreciate you, and have a great rest of your night, man.
Okay, you too, guys. Have fun.
Mr. Joe Rainey there, P2 in class. I believe Mr. Warren Johnson has caught up with Miss Amethyst Reese.
Yes, sir. How we doing, Amethyst?
Oh, hello. It's been
Yeah.
a wild ride.
Yeah, P3 for you tonight. How are you feeling? I think you qualified P3 as well, so that's a good result. If you start where you finish where you start, that's I feel like that's a good result, especially if it's P3. What made it happen for you tonight?
I think I had pretty good pace following Joe. I could definitely tell the closer I would get, the harder it was to actually keep up. All the dirty air on the track wasn't helping. Like I'd catch up in the braking zones or on the draft, but just couldn't keep up in the turns. And then I wanted to at least apologize for the antics at the very end because, like Joe guessed, I missed the braking zone because my shoe got caught on my other shoe.
No.
That's bad.
So, that's embarrassing, but I at least managed to do my best to avoid Joe as much as Joe tried to avoid me. It's kind of sad because I was catching him quite quickly towards the end, but the tires on the car were just really, really toasted, and I was like, that's how Joe got past me after his incident. Was I had a similar incident through the S's where it was just hard to get the power down without the car sliding around.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were watching you chase him down a little bit, and then we were. It was a funny moment because we were on Joe as he's coming around like down the downhill S's, and then you just go boom across the track, and we were just like, oh my goodness, what was that?
Yeah.
And, but we're glad.
That's kind of what I thought too.
We're glad that it was just that, and it wasn't race-ending craziness. That would have been something. But you took away that P3. Despite that, yeah, Andres was coming up on you too. I thought he might get a little.
I know
run.
he was asking me if he could just have the spot, and I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little harder than that. So. Anyways, congrats on your P3 tonight. Who would you like to thank?
As always, thank you to my partner Ember, and definitely thank you to Sean and Warren, and thanks to everybody watching on the live stream, and yeah. All
right. Well, thank you for those kind words, and we will see you on Monday night for round 11 in the GR Cup Series. You have yourself a good one, Amethyst.
Thank you. You too.
All right, Sean, I think that wraps it up for tonight, man.
I think
unless you want to interview me.
Nope. Yeah, I mean,
unless you want to interview me. I'll interview myself.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I don't know why the screen just decided to. Okay.
It's no worries. I have nothing to talk about. I drove like shit tonight. It's okay.
Well, Warren, there is something I do want to ask you, and that is, will you be in the sort of UT Austin Invitational tomorrow that I'll be broadcasting here live on the Stand Studio Network? I
will be there for both races. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm gonna be racing, probably wrecking and coming into the booth the rest of the week. Every race I was in the booth, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So. Yeah, that was unfortunate. But no, we are looking forward to that tomorrow. UT Longhorns racing with West Coast Sim Racing. That's right.
Sorry, that's their
As we
little
got
fight
the-
song. Okay. I'm
Is
done.
that the fight song?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm a Wisconsin Badgers fan myself, so on
Oh,
Wisconsin
boy.
or whatever the song is. But no, this is it's gonna be a great time. I'm very excited. We're gonna get some of those Texas drivers some West Coast sim racing experience. See how they do against us. See if we can teach them a few things, and see if they can teach us a few things. You know. So we're looking forward to that, Sean, as much as you are. I know you're excited.
No, I definitely am, man. I can't wait for it. Thank you, everybody, for joining in here live tonight on Stam Studio Network. As our chat winner is going to be Moonlight Dancer here tonight. Terry will bring it home P2. A final last lap pass there for P2 in the chat. Logan Stanley coming in P3. Impulse Effect. That's Adrian Gutierrez coming in at P4. Shot Barry App coming in at P5. Thank you all for joining in here live tonight. Catch the old virtual plane back home. Thank you, Warren, for once again all your hard work for this league, as well as joining me up here commentating in the booth. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night and drive your virtual cars home safe. Thanks.